Blessings, everyone. Hope you're doing well. We're going to continue on today with our English classes. We're in book number 2, Side by Side, chapter 8. Side by Side, book number 2, chapter 8. And we're going to be discussing adverbs, comparative of adverbs, agent nouns, and if clauses. We're going to be going over how to describe people, describing people's actions, describing plans and intentions, and also discussing consequences of actions. So let's begin by practicing the vocabulary. Here we go. Number 1, repeat after me. Actor. Actor. Number 2, dancer. Dancer. Number 3, driver. Driver. Number 4, painter. Painter. Number 5, player. Player. Number 6, runner. Runner. Number 7, singer. Singer. Number 8, skier. Skier. Number 9, teacher. Teacher. Number 10, translator. Translator. Number 11, worker. Worker. Good job. So let's put this vocabulary words into practice. We are on page 72. So let's begin. He drives very carelessly. So repeat after me. Slow. Slowly. Careless. Carelessly. Careful. Carefully. Graceful. Gracefully. Fast. Notice, stays the same for this example that we're using. Hard. Stays the same. Good. There's a change. Too well. So when we have ly, the ly in Spanish is often translated as mente. So, slow, lento. Slowly, lentamente. Okay, so this is a review. We have talked about this before. Well, let's continue on. I think he's a careless driver. I agree. He drives very carelessly. Continue on. Now let's do number 1. Make sure you take a picture, click, so you can complete the exercises later on. Number 1, I think she's a careful worker. I agree. She works very carefully. Number 2. So the first thing you need to do, and I just remind you here, before you complete all the exercises, you have to identify the pronoun. If it's third person, make sure you add the S as needed, okay? If it's plural, make sure that you use the plural tense. So take a picture of this exercise, click, click, and you can complete it on your own. Let me come up so you can get more. There you go, get the bottom section, take a picture, click, click, and we move over to the next exercise. So you should work faster. So we're talking about comparatives, making comparisons, right? So let's review. We had done this before. We have fast, and then we have faster, quicker, louder, slower. Then we already had discussed this one before as well. You have well, you would use better. Now, we have examples like carefully, gracefully, and accurately. You have to use more in front of it. So you say more carefully, more gracefully, more accurately. So let me clear this up so we can look at the note that is at the bottom of the page. So it tells you here, quicker or more quickly, louder or more loudly, slower or more slowly, okay? Those have possible options that you could use more in front of them. But usually the tendency is going to be that you are going to use more as the word has more than 2 syllables. As we see, carefully, gracefully, okay? Because when you put the fully at the end, it makes the word even larger. So then you would use more up front. So let's look at the first example. Am I working fast enough? Actually, you should work faster. Okay? And I remind you, when you're translating this in Spanish, you have the word fast and then you have the ER. So in Spanish, you would have to say 2 words. How are you doing, Rafael? How would you translate faster in Spanish? You would have to say más rápido.
Hi, Mr. Quinones, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. So again, in English is 1 word faster, but in Spanish, you're going to translate it with 2 because the ER is actually referring to portion.
Rápido.
The rápido is referring to that portion. All right, so let's look at the next example. Am I painting carefully enough? Actually, you should paint more carefully. So we have the example here and we use more in front of it. Okay.
What book is this, Mr. Quinones?
Say that again?
What book is this?
This is book number 2, chapter number 8.
8.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's continue. So Let's look at number 1. Am I typing quickly enough? So for the answer, both answers you start by saying, actually. So am I typing quickly enough? Actually, you should. What's the answer? You should type. And we look over here. Quicker. Am I typing quickly enough? Actually, you should type quicker.
Quicker.
Number 2. Am I dancing gracefully enough? Again, actually, you should dance. And then we have the answer here. More.
More gratefully.
More gracefully. That is. All right. So Rafael, you could do one more and then we continue the exercises. You could do them at home. Here we go. Number 3, Rafael.
Number 3. I'm speaking low. No. Actually, you should speak louder.
Louder, very good.
Louder.
Excellent. So for those of you that don't have a book, I'm gonna go down. Please take a picture. Click, click. Take a picture here. Click, click. And we continue on with the next page. We're on page number 74. He should try to speak slower. So here you go. If you notice, we're reviewing a lot of the things that we did. I remind you, ly, mente, louder, más alto, slower, más lento, because es slower es lento, slowly, ly, lentamente, right? So repeat after me, loudly.
Loudly.
Louder.
Louder.
Neatly.
Neatly.
Neater.
Nearer.
Quickly.
Quickly.
Quicker.
Quicker.
Slowly.
Slowly.
Slower.
Slower.
Softly.
Softly.
Softer.
Softer.
Carefully.
Carefully.
More carefully.
More carefully.
Politely.
Politely.
More politely.
More politely.
Early.
Early.
Earlier.
Earlier.
Late.
Late.
Later.
Later.
Well.
Well.
Better.
Better.
All right. So let's look at the example. Letter A. Bob speaks very quickly. You're right. He should try to speak slower. So let's look at number 1. Timothy types very slowly. You're right. He, right? We have to identify that first. He, and then we use should try to. We get rid of this. He should try to type. And what's the word we want to use? What's the opposite of slowly? What's the opposite?
Slower.
But what's the opposite? Because slow, slower, slowly, they're all connected. They're in the same family. But a turtle goes slow, but a tiger runs fast.
Fast.
So we want the opposite, right? You see here, we have quickly, then we put slower.
Slow.
Here we have slowly. Timothy types very
Faster.
slowly. Okay, you're right. He should type faster.
Type faster.
Mhm. Here we go. Number 2. I'll do one more. Carol skates very carelessly. So again, we identify Carol. You're right. Then we change here the pronoun to
He
she should
do skate.
skate
More carefully.
more carefully. Excellent. Rafael, you want to do number 3?
Howard speaks very softly.
Good.
You're right. He speak.
Don't forget this part. He should.
All right. He should speak softly.
Okay, so he speaks very softly.
Okay.
It's hard to hear. So if somebody speaks soft, you want them to speak. What are you going to use? You're going to use this one up here.
Oh, louder.
The opposite.
Oh, it's a opposite. Yeah. Opposite.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Try number 4, Rafael. You could do one more.
Linda goes to bed very late.
Good.
You're right. She told earlier.
Look at the sentence. She should try
to earlier.
She should try to
Earlier?
go. Don't forget the verb.
Linda go. Oh.
She should try to go to bed earlier.
Oh.
So let me type it here so you can see it. And then you can compare it just so you have it correct. So here it would say, you say, you're right.
He go to bed.
She, and then you use the same thing. Should try to go to bed
early.
and then you change the ending to earlier. That's it. You want to try one more?
Yep.
Go ahead, number 5.
Jimmy gets up very early. You're right. He get up.
Don't forget the words. He should
get up. Try to.
Good. Try to get up.
Get up.
The opposite.
Later.
Excellent. All right, that's good. All right, so for those of you that don't have a book, please make sure you take a picture. Click, click. What's up, buddy? Take a picture here and you could complete the exercises, and let's practice how to say it, expressing agreement. So repeat after me. You're right. That's right. That's true. I know.
I know.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree with you.
I agree with you.
So when you're talking to somebody at work, Rafael, or you're talking to somebody with your family or your friends, and somebody says something that you agree with, like if somebody says, you know, yes, I think we should go to that restaurant. Oh, you're right. I agree. I agree with you. That's right. That's true. So these are some options that you have when agreeing. Various choices. Let's continue with page 75. So at this time, we have a list of different of a reading titled Trying Harder. So I'm going to ask that you read along with me, but have your microphone off while we're reading. This way, later on when you're watching the video, you can go back if you need help pronouncing a word, pronouncing any of the words, okay? So again, please read with your microphone off. Here we go. Trying harder. Michael's boss talked with him today. In general, she doesn't think Michael is doing very well on the job. He has to do better. According to Michael's boss, he types too slowly. He should type faster. In addition, he files too carelessly. He should file more carefully. Furthermore, he speaks on the telephone too quickly. He should speak slower. Michael wants to do well on the job, and he knows that he has to try a little harder. Stella's director talked with her today. In general, he doesn't think Stella is doing very well in his play. She has to do better. According to Stella's director, she speaks too softly. She should speak louder. In addition, she walks too slowly. She should walk faster. Furthermore, she dances more gracefully. She should dance more gracefully. Stella wants to do well in the play, and she knows that she has to try a little harder. Billy's teacher talked with him today. In general, he doesn't think Billy is doing very well in school. He has to do better. He has to do better. According to Billy's teacher, he arrives at school too late. He should arrive earlier. In addition, he dresses too sloppily. He should dress more neatly. Furthermore, he speaks too impolitely. He should speak more politely. Billy wants to do well in school, and he knows that he has to try a little harder. All right, so let's look at the questions here from the reading. Here we go. All right. Michael is talking with his boss, Stella's talking with her director, and Billy's talking with his teacher. Using this model, create dialogues based on the story. So you see here that they're giving you examples of a conversation. So you are going to create a dialogue, conversation. Do I type fast enough? No, you type too slowly. Oh, I'll try to type faster in the future. So what you want to think about is what the problem is and how to fix it. Now, you can activate your microphone. I want to hear the answers. What is the opposite of quickly? What is the opposite of quickly? Anyone, activate your microphone. What is the opposite of quickly?
The quickly, faster, Mr. Quinones.
Good. What is the opposite of carefully?
Carefully.
If you're doing something carefully, the opposite would be so let me write it down here for you. We saw it before in the other section. Carelessly.
Carelessly.
What is the opposite of loudly?
Loudly.
If you're loud, if you're loud, you are? You're either loud or you are? You speak loudly or you speak softly. That's the one they're using in the book, right? In this chapter. Politely. Politely. What's the opposite of politely? Rudely.
Rudely.
What is the opposite of badly?
Badly.
Anyone? No one?
No, Mr. Quinones.
So, the opposite of badly based on what we did so far, you can say
Badly is very good or
yeah, that is going badly or that is going well. Okay, and we're gonna say the opposite.
Yeah.
All right, number 7. Sloppily. Sloppily, what's the opposite of sloppily? Anyone? What is something sloppy? ¿Qué es algo que se hace así sloppy?
Sloppy.
The opposite would be neatly. Cuando algo se hace limpiamente, un trabajo sloppy es un trabajo mal hecho. El borrador de un proyecto se hace así a veces. Se hace rapidito el borrador, pero el trabajo se hace neat. Okay, so you do your draft, you do it sloppily, but your actual project, you do it neatly. Okay. Next, let me delete all this. Not that much room. How about awkwardly?
Awkwardly.
Awkwardly. What is the opposite? Do you have it? Something that's done awkwardly. So something awkward, the opposite of that could be something that is done I don't know if I can fit it in here. I'll put it on top here. Easily. Easily. Fácilmente. Okay. Earlier, what's the opposite?
The earliest, later.
Later. Good. Faster?
Faster, slowly.
Very good. Okay, so faster, it will be, the same one will be the faster, slower.
Slower.
Just so we can match the adverb that we're using. Good job. Let me clear this up. And let's continue on. Let's go to the next page. All right, we're moving now to if. If. So this is what happens when you use if. Let me write this down here so you can see it. In Spanish, if is translated as
Sí.
sí, but like that. This, yes, has an accent. Okay? This is when you're confirming, you're affirming something. Are you going? Yes. This one here is used usually in the middle or in the front. If you're talking about a hypothetical situation. So let's look at the example. If blank will blank. So what are they going to name their new baby? If they have a boy. Now look over here. They will name him John. So in other words, this has to happen. That has to happen for this to happen. It shows a possibility, So let's look at number one. How are you going to get to school tomorrow? If it rains, what's the answer? Look at the picture. If it rains,
Taque de bus.
All right.
Y si son is what?
So I'll take the bus. Now, if it's sunny, I'll
go to walk.
Yeah, all you have to say is, you see, name, you keep the verb. If
Walk.
it's sunny, I'll walk. That's it.
Yeah, okay.
Excellent. Number
Is the
two.
water is good. The water is good is the
That's the number two. Leonor, you want to do number two? You're already doing it, so go ahead. What's Roger? Go ahead, Leonor. All right. What's Roger going to do this Saturday afternoon? If the weather is good, what is he going to do? If the weather is good, he's going to go where?
He'll go to the beach.
He'll go to the beach. If the weather is bad, he'll go to where?
The movie.
He'll go to the movies. All right, are we understanding?
Yes, Mr. Quinones.
Good. So let's do number three. Go ahead, Rafael.
What's Rosa going to have for dinner tonight? If she's very hungry, she'll eat dinner.
Okay, she'll eat dinner. Or if you wanted to say, she'll eat chicken, vegetables, and that's okay, but you could say she'll eat dinner. But now, because you said that one, let's see what we're going to put in the other one. So if she's very hungry, she'll eat dinner. If she isn't very hungry, what is she going to eat?
If she isn't very hungry, she'll, no.
That's okay. Yeah. No, you can do it.
She'll read a book.
No, but you have to look at the picture. What is she doing here?
Eat a sandwich. Sandwich? Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Now, somebody else may say, if she's very hungry, she'll eat dinner. If she isn't very hungry, she'll eat a snack and call the sandwich a snack. Or you could say, if she's very hungry, she'll have juice, chicken, vegetables, and soda. If she isn't very hungry, she'll eat a sandwich. But good, that's good. Leonardo, you want to try number 4?
Yes. One can going to tomorrow. I feel the first better breathe in the computer.
Leonor, comience de nuevo con calma. No hay prisa.
Okay. One can go to do more tomorrow.
Good.
If he feels better, he'll bright the computer.
If he feels better,
he'll.
So you're saying he'll
bright the computer.
Like,
oh no, type the computer.
He'll type
the computer
on
the computer.
Okay.
If he doesn't feel better, he'll sleeping. He'll in the sleeping.
Okay, so you're saying if he feels better, he'll type on the computer. But this is the thing. Right now, Ken is in bed. He's actually on his bed. So what we're talking about is tomorrow. So if we look at the picture, very likely we're going to say that if he feels better tomorrow, he'll go to work.
Okay.
But if he doesn't feel better, look at the picture. Where is he going?
Is he go to bed? To out the bed?
What does it say there?
The bed.
To the doctor.
To the doctor.
No, yes. Oh, yeah, yes.
Go to the doctor.
Yes,
Doctor.
in the picture,
Yes.
he has a doctor. So then, if he feels better, he'll go to work. If he doesn't feel better,
Okay.
he'll go to the doctor. Excellent.
Okay.
You got it. All right, so let's continue on. All right, so let's just ask some questions here that you can answer. So Rafael, how about you? What are you going to do tonight if you have a lot of homework?
What are you going to do tonight if you have a lot of...
So you answer. So you have to say, I will, I'll, and then you give your answer.
I'll go to do homework.
Good. So I'll do homework.
Okay.
Because remember, let me write it down.
I'll do homework. That's it.
That's it. Because you're saying I will do my homework. If you want to say that.
Okay.
You could say I'll do
homework. Okay. This is it. Yeah.
And you could say too, what are you going to do tonight if you have a lot of homework? You could also say, I'll do it.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Because I already mentioned homework, right? All right, so here we go, Leonor. What are you going to do tonight if you don't have a lot of homework? So you start by saying, if I have or in your case, it's if I don't have.
What are you going to wear tomorrow? Is don't have a lot homework? I don't no.
Mr. Quinones, basically, it's maybe he'll watch a movie.
I'll watch a movie. Yeah. So like if I don't have a lot of homework tonight, and then this is the thing. You have to keep, I'll watch a movie.
No, so, maybe is day soon. Maybe
no, is this
yeah.
Okay. Don't have a lot of homework. So it's simple. You don't need to do homework.
Correct. So you have free time to do whatever you want. But when you're gonna write it, you say I'll, and whatever you're gonna put here, whatever you're gonna put there, it has to be in the present tense.
Yeah.
I'll ride my bike. I'll go shopping. I'll read a book. I'll sing. I'll play. Whatever, but it has to be in present tense. All right, let's do another one. What are you going to wear tomorrow if it's warm and sunny? So you have to say in your answer, you start with if. And you're copying everything from here. If tomorrow is warm and sunny, I'll
go to the beach. I'll wear.
Because they're asking you what you're gonna wear. I'll wear shorts.
Shorts.
And go, if you want to say, and go to the beach. But then if you look at this example, look in here.
Mr. Quinones, what is this word? Where? Yes, this word.
So you see, it's right here. What are you going to wear? ¿Qué se va a poner de vestimenta?
Oh, yeah.
¿Qué va a vestir?
Where, yeah.
All right, let's look at the next one.
¿Qué va a llevar puesto?
¿Qué va a llevar puesto? En este caso, what are you going to wear tomorrow? ¿Qué se va a poner mañana si está tibio y soleado? Okay. Cálido es la palabra correcta.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What are you going to wear tomorrow if it's cool and raining? So then your answer, again, you started with, right in the beginning, if. Again, if tomorrow is cool
and
raining, I'll wear my
raincoat.
Okay.
Su abrigo, Mr. Quinones, o algo así.
No, ese es capa. Capa.
Capa, una capa, okay. Raincoat.
Okay, are you doing good, Leonor? You understand? There we go, the next one. What are you going to do this weekend if the weather is nice? Daniela, what are you going to do this weekend if the weather is nice?
If the weather is nice, I'll go to do a picnic.
I'll go to do a picnic, okay. Or you could say, I'll have a picnic.
Okay, if the weather is nice, I have a picnic.
Excellent.
Okay.
And let's look at the last one. Good job. What are you going to do this weekend if the weather is bad? Who wants to try it? Rafael, you want to try it?
Yeah. If the weather is bad,
weather is bad.
I'll on my house.
I'll stay. That will be the verb. I'll stay.
I'll stay on my house.
In my house.
In my house. Okay.
Good. But again, I'll stay. That's in present tense. Good job. Well, this was a good exercise. It got you thinking. So that's good. All right. Number page 77. Here we go. If you drive too fast, you might have an accident. So look again. Look at what happens here. If there's a condition, if this happens, then this might, posiblemente, this might happen. Okay? You know, you shouldn't drive so fast. Oh, yes. If you drive too fast, you might have an accident. You're probably right. So let's look at number one. Let me clear this up. Okay, number one. You know, you shouldn't eat so quickly. Oh, yes. If you eat too quickly, you might get a stomachache. You're probably right. You got it?
Got it.
All right, go ahead, Rafael, number two.
You know, you should sing so lovely. Oh, so lovely. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. If you sing too loudly, you might get a sore throat. Yeah.
Dolor de garganta.
Oh, you're probably right.
Excellent. Daniela, number three.
Okay. Okay. You know, no, if you
No, that's it.
were,
You can start. Yeah, start with you now.
Okay.
Right here.
Okay. You know, you should not work so slowly. Oh, yes. If you work so slowly,
if you work
so
lovely.
So lovely. Oh, if you work too slowly,
good,
you might lose your job.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably right. Well done. Leonor, you want to try it?
Okay. You know, your children go to bed so late. Oh, yes. If you go to bed sunlight, you night have you night better try in the morning. In the morning. You are probably right.
Right. Very good. All right. So you know you shouldn't go to bed so late. Oh, if you go to bed too late, you might be tired in the morning. Well done. All right. So for those of you that don't have the book, please take a picture. Look at the top, click, click, bottom, click, click, and you can complete these exercises. This time we're gonna do this reading. I ask you to please have your microphone off. I'm gonna read it this way later on when you watch the video. If you need to go back, you can rewind and you can hear and you can pronounce. So microphones off, please. Here we go. But you can read out loud at home without your microphone. Here we go. Good decisions. Ronald wants to stay up late to watch a movie tonight, but he knows he shouldn't. If he stays up late to watch a movie, he won't get to bed until after midnight. If he doesn't get to bed until after midnight, he'll be very tired in the morning. If he's very tired in the morning, he might oversleep. If he oversleeps, he'll be late for work. If he's late for work, his boss might get angry and fire him. So even though Ronald wants to stay up late to watch a movie tonight, He isn't going to. Good decision, Ronald. Barbara wants to buy a new car, but she knows she shouldn't. If she buys a new car, she'll have to take a lot of money out of her bank account. If she has to take a lot of money out of her bank account, she won't have much left. If she doesn't have much left, she won't have enough money to pay the rent. If she doesn't have enough money to pay the rent, her landlord might evict her from her apartment. So even though Barbara wants to buy a new car, she isn't going to. Good decision, Barbara. So the word here, evict, means that the landlord, the owner of the house, says, you have to leave. You have to get out of the house. That's evict. Desalojar. Okay? So let's see. So for the reading checkup. All right, so let's see if we could do this together. If Ronald blank go to bed early, he'll be blank in the morning. Rafael, number 1.
Bendiciones, ¿cómo me lo trata la vida?
Hi, Fabiola.
Hola, teacher, que Dios me lo bendiga.
Amen, amen. Go ahead, Rafael, number 1.
One moment, Mr. Quinones.
If Ronald
won't go to bed early. No, doesn't. If Ronald doesn't go to bed early, he'll be energy tired in the morning.
You'll be tired in the morning. So you have to say doesn't, because if you say won't, if I say, Ronald, go to bed. No, I'm not going to bed. Then you can say, Ronald won't go to bed.
Oh, okay.
Refusing.
Yeah.
Está rehusando. But this is just saying that he's not doing it, okay? If Ronald doesn't, si él no lo hace, this is going to happen. Number 2, Daniela.
Yes, the number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If he is late for work, his boss might fire him.
All right, so if he's late for work, his boss might fire him. Very good. Let's do number 3 fast. Yeah. If Barbara buys a new car, she won't have much money left.
How much left? Okay.
Number 4. If she
doesn't pay her rent,
her landlord
might
evict her.
Evict or evict?
Evict. Evict. Desalojar.
Okay, evict her.
Evict her. Number 5. Yes.
Evict.
Evict her, yes.
If she doesn't pay her rent, her landlord might evict her.
Correct. Number 5. Even though Ronald and Barbara
want
to
do these things, they aren't going to.
Yes, they're not gonna do it, okay? So how about you? Complete the sentences. You could do this for homework. If I stay up late tonight, what do you do? If it rains tomorrow, what do you do? If I'm not busy on Saturday, what do you do? If I don't practice English, what do you do? All right, let's continue. We got about a page left and we have to finish up. So, let me clear this up.
Tal vez se me acaba la pila por si ya no me ves.
No problem. All right, so listening, I'm going to read something to you. Be ready to answer. Here we go. Number 1, if I do my homework carelessly, what's going to happen? Carelessly, my teacher won't be happy. Very good. Number 2, if Sally doesn't feel better soon, she won't go back to school. Very good. Number 3, if you sit at your computer for a long time,